Hey guys, what's happening? This is Forgo Nation. Today we are going to talk about Rogue, and I got super lucky. If you guys look right here, level 70. I got her potential raised in the very first clear that I did with her. That is awesome, guys. That has never, ever happened. I've never gotten full potential, 100% potential in the first try. Never. She's the first one, so I thought it was only fitting that I do a review about this girl next in this uniform. First of all, guys, I gotta tell you that this thing looks dope. Look at that thing. This thing looks awesome. I'm freaking loving the hell out of it. Now, I am a little partial to her old school look, which is this one here. I am a little partial to it, but you know what? This thing is freaking awesome, and when you play with it, listen, guys, I'm gonna say it right now. If you love Rogue, you should definitely be buying this uniform. This thing jumps her up big freaking time. This thing is amazing. You talk about taking a character that wasn't really very good at all to being pretty damn awesome. I am loving this thing. It's easy to play, lots of survivability, and now she has great damage. Not OP, but freaking very, very good. Very good damage. I'm super happy with her. So let's run through the build. She has 19,000 physical attack. She has 127 attack speed, 28 crit rate, 177 critical damage, max ignore defense, and these are some pretty low stats, guys. 28 crit rate, that's low. 177 critical damage, it's not super low, but it's definitely not good. And then we have max skill cooldown. Take a look at her gears. Now, I was able to get her first gear at 24 and her last gear at 22, but then I ran out of feathers, so yeah, it is what it is. And I did equip 5-star physical attack Urus in each of her gears. I left the other slots empty because, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I'm probably going to test her with a CTP of Energy, or maybe even a CTP of Rage. You guys let me know what you would prefer to see. Would you rather see the CTP of Energy or the CTP of Rage? But either way, I'd be happy to do it. And let's take a look at her skills. Now, they changed all of her skills from her base kit. And this is the big one right here, the doozy, the tier 2 passive. This increase all buff effect was 10% with her base kit. Now it's 20%, guys. This is amazing. This is amazing. This means that her damage proc or a CTP of Rage is going to get buffed by 20% and the duration is going to be increased by 30%, which means that a normal 5-second proc is going to last 6.5 seconds, and whatever your damage proc is, it's going to get multiplied by 20%. That is amazing. Talk about buffing her damage. It's freaking awesome. You look at the 1 skill, nothing big here. Look at the 2 skill, very nice. We got a recovery here, a heal. We have a 40% increase of physical attack, which is amazing. That means that this does not override your all attack bonus from your ISO 8 set bonus. That's amazing, guys. This is a huge, huge buff. So they increased her all buff effect. They gave her 40% increase of physical attack for 8 seconds. That is so awesome. They showed her some love, guys, seriously. Her 3rd skill has an all defense down that doesn't apply to world boss, and normally I'd be a little salty about that, but you know what? I'm not. I'm not salty about it, and we'll see why in a minute. Decreases debuff duration by 10%. Then if you scroll down to the 4, we got some chill damage, which is interesting. And then we have a 2-second freeze. That's pretty cool. And then her 5th skill. We still have the immunity. She reflects 100% of physical damage received, which could mean she could be very useful in PvP. We have super armor, all defense, and 85% up for 10 seconds. She also has an all attack buff by 35%, all defense by 35%, and an all speed by 15%. Now, because of that all speed, you really want overdrive on this girl, or Hawk's Eye if you need the skill cooldown, but you really want overdrive. Now, I actually got Power of Angry Hawk on her because that's what I rolled, and I'm not going to spend a bunch of gold trying to roll a different set. So I'm sticking with that. That's just how I do it, guys. And then you take, whoops, didn't mean to do that. And then you take a look at the 10% decrease of all defenses that stacks up to 55% and ignores immunity for 10 seconds. This is awesome. All these buffs last for 10 seconds. The physical attacks last for 8 seconds. You can keep this crap up the whole time. You can keep all of her buffs up the whole time. This is awesome. Having 55% all defense down, guys, this is amazing. thing. Jesus, this is amazing. Plus having that super armor to help keep you from getting guard broken. I mean, there's certain, the purple attacks do have penetration. They will penetrate super armor and they will guard break you. But other than that, you're going to be pretty good to go for the most part. Her leadership, no big deal. 30% increase of all defenses. Let's preview the skill real quick. Now you take a look at this fifth skill here, and this is pretty cool. You see old Colossus jumping in there, and you got that all defense down. This is the skill that I like to put the damage proc on right here, but I always like to start with the 2. And I start with the 2 to get the to get the 40% physical attack buff. And you don't want to cancel the 2 right into the 5, because sometimes you won't get the buff. You just want to wait just a brief moment, kind of suck them a little bit, and then hit the 5. She kind of pulls their energy from them a little bit and then hit the 5. Just for a moment, guys, like half a second, if even that. So I hit the 2 and then I hit the 5. Try to get the damage proc on the 5. And then I'll hit the 1, which is pretty awesome. And you see Wolverine coming in there. Look at that. That is so cool. And then the 3. And then I'll hit the 4. And whenever the 5's about off cooldown, I'll go ahead and go back into the 2, and then I'll hit the 5. And usually you can keep the damage proc on the 5. Now something I noticed with her playing is that, and by the way I love all these animations, something I noticed with playing her is that sometimes her damage proc doesn't hit. And if it doesn't hit, like say I use the 2-5, and it doesn't hit, I'll just hit that frickin' 4. And the damage on the 4 is still pretty good. Not as good as the 5, but it's still pretty good on the 4. And I just say screw it. That way I can keep them rotations floating. And then I try to get the damage proc back on the 5 afterwards. She has a stage 6 Power of Angry Hawk set. And like I said, this should be overdrive. That would be optimal for her. She doesn't need the attack speed that she's getting from the Power of Angry Hawk set. And then we got an interesting obelisk here. I mentioned before, I want you guys to give me a choice of CTP of Energy or CTP of Rage. But I really wanted to show how strong she is with a weak proc. This is nothing special, guys. Crit damage with 140% damage proc. This is nothing special. But because of her tier 2 passive, this is going to jump up to 168% damage. So pretty damn dope, guys. Pretty damn dope. Even with this weaker obelisk, she's still going to do really, really well. And the uniform is at normal. And I'm actually seriously debating about going balls to the wall with this girl and really decking her out. Getting this thing up to Mythic, maybe even fully awakening her ISO 8 sets. I'm really loving Rogue, guys. Like, seriously, this girl's amazing. So, guys, let's take her against Corvus, and let's see how she does. Let's rock and roll. Okay, guys, so we're going to be running with an interesting team here. We're going to be using Wiccan for his 24% all-attack leadership, and he's going to be offering 20% ignore dodge for Rogue. And then we're going to use Coulson for the 45% damage out supervillains and the 20% guaranteed critical rate that he's going to be offering her. And yeah, guys, Rogue is amazing. We're doing stage 55. We got 140% damage proc. The uniform is at normal. We could definitely put more Urus on her. I mean, guys, she's got a ways to go. And I promise you, if I had a CTP of energy on this girl, because it would have that ignore dodge on it, and we'd be getting the chain hit damage, and it'd be a 200% damage proc that would get bumped up big time, we would be doing stage 60. I guarantee it, guys. We'd be doing stage 60 with that. This is pretty damn impressive if you ask me. I mean, this is really where speed characters shine, is against Corvus, because they don't get no damage reduction like all the other types do. And yeah, you see that I got Scarlet for her mind control, because you really want to try to lock down Corvus if you can, and Deadpool for the all defense down. And then we just got 3 ignore dodge strikers that aren't very good at all. None of them really doing any damage. And yeah, guys, and it's so easy to play this girl. I mean, seriously, 2, 5, 1, 3, 4. When the 5's about ready to be off cooldown, hit the 2. Suck a little energy, then hit your 5, and you can pretty much keep the proc on the 5. Now, like I said earlier, sometimes her 5 doesn't trigger the proc. Sometimes the 2 will trigger the proc. It's sometimes it doesn't happen. And if it doesn't trigger, like I said, if I hit the 2-5 and that proc doesn't trigger on the 5, I just hit the 4. I just go straight into the 4. And then after that, I'll go back into the 2-5 rotation and start all over again. And I'm real impressed with her, guys. Like, seriously, this should be the one uniform you really, well, I shouldn't say the one uniform, but the uniform you should definitely be picking up. Now, something I should have mentioned in the Quicksilver video is that we got Black Friday coming up, and seriously, you should really just wait for Black Friday, guys. Don't be like all the YouTubers and buy all these uniforms right off the get-go. We're reviewing them, and to be perfectly honest, guys, I'd probably buy them anyways right away just because that's the way I am. I'm very impatient, don't like to wait for anything. But just be patient, wait for Black Friday, and get these things on hopefully a much better sale than what they're offering right now. I mean, it should be a lot better, but we'll see. And guys, I'm not worrying about bleed. I'm not worrying about anything. She's got a damage reduction or decreased damage received on her tier 2 passive. She's getting a little bit from Coulson. I think like 15%. That's not much. But because of her heal on her second skill and the immunity, the iframes, I mean, the girl's just got a lot of survivability, a lot of tools in the kit, if you know what I mean. She is awesome. She's got very good movement speed. You guys know that I'm a big fan of that. I love it when characters can move. And look at this. We just took a nice little beating there, but guess what? Rogue just absorbed it, and she's ready to tear it up again. I'm playing very, very sloppy, guys. I am just trying to go balls to the wall, go after old Corvus, and then old Punk Butt had to go in his little flash mode right there, little bastard. I really hate it when he does that. It's one thing I like about mind control, but it doesn't look like old Scarlet's coming in too much helping out. And look at this, guys. We're just coming in there. We're doing some attacks there. She just dodged a little bit of the flame there. I mean, you can play very carelessly with this girl, and that's kind of what I wanted to show off, her damage, but also that you can play very carelessly and still get it done. And right there, the damage proc landed on the 4, and you guys see it did respectful damage. Now he went in his flash mode again. So we're going to start off with the 2-5 again. So we're going to hit our 2-5. There we go. And then, yeah. Come on, buddy. Going down. Even when the damage proc isn't engaged, she's still doing pretty good damage on some of her other skills, even that 4. It really is. Man, Rogue is freaking sweet. Like, seriously, I really want to put some more into this girl. I'm loving her, guys. Like, this is so easy. Oh my God. Watch out for all this. We don't want to be too careless, but but we can definitely be pretty careless if we want. But right now we got about, a little over 5 bars and 40 seconds to go. So we're really pushing it because Corvus just likes to iframe a lot. Scarlet hasn't mind controlled very much. And a lot of times with Corvus, if Scarlet isn't in there mind controlling a lot and you're not using a good crowd control character to play with, yeah, it can really hurt your damage. He needs to be locked down. There's Scarlet. Thank you, girl. Come on in. Help a sister out. When she comes in there, though, you can just pour it on. Not to mention you're getting the all defense down from Scarlet at the same time doing your all defense down. I mean, it's just amazing, guys. Look at this crap. It's going to be a clutch kill. And look at that. Oh, yeah. No rest for the wicked. So guys, 2 seconds to spare, stage 55, not an optimal build at all, definitely could go up to stage 60 and up. So guys, let me know what you think about Rogue. I'm thinking she is freaking awesome. I'm loving the hell out of her. This could be the best uniform of this update. I don't know that for sure because I haven't tested the others, but man, definitely looks that way so far. So guys, let me know what you think about Rogue. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.